Hey, baby bird. I would have put on a red t-shirt, but it doesn't really matter because you're not in this movie. If I remember correctly, I think I did that for my original Anaconda video. I dressed up like... Huh? What? Is it YouTube Studio? Oh, it was out of that. Hold on. Oh, because... Hold the hell on. Now we're at YouTube Studio. Jess? That's what I think of that one. Yes, there is my review for The Housemaid. Watch it, won't you? Okay, why is I have no picture there? Well, I'm not wearing a red shirt. It's only I need to do a review. Why do I have no picture in this? View on YouTube. Or is it just shape of my face? Pick 1090s. I have to look. I should have a picture of the people. Alright. Let's go back to this. So anyway, last year, or earlier than that, he announced they're going to remake of Anaconda, which is the I don't know, guilty pleasure, a fun movie for me to watch. I like John Voight in this trying to rub De Niro. Hey, baby bird. Hey, baby bird. Yeah. Eric Stoltz is in it for like 5 minutes total because he gets that, bug, a wasp in his throat. Ice Cube is there. There's giant CGI snake. Sometimes it's brighter, sometimes it's not. But, yeah, they announced they're going to do a remake. And they said, oh, Jack Black and Paul Rudd are going to be in it. And I'm like, you said Anaconda, right? Would it... Huh? Then the trailer came out. It was like, oh, this is Be Kind Rewind smooshed together with Tropic Thunder. But this feels like it should have been. It feels like a script that was written as a rated R movie, and when the studio said, that is good, make it PG-13. And so they only changed a few things to make it PG-13. They filmed it as R, because they didn't. But the script was R, and they changed a few things, because it feels like they should say certain things in some places, but they don't. I don't know. The first one was PG-13, right? Yeah. But that's 90s PG-13, not now PG-13. You see Eric Stoltz's throats get cut in this. These people get eaten. Oh, John Voight gets eaten in that one. So, yeah. And so, they give us this, which it came out, and some people liked it. A lot of people didn't. What did I think? Well, I'm a Jack Black fan. I'm a Paul Rudd fan. I tolerate Steve Zahn. Hey, I've seen True Justice with your host Bill Curtis. I like him in Joyride. And, Saving Silverman. But then there's other movies like Strange Wilderness, which I tried to watch one time and turn it off because it was stupid. And for me to turn a movie off because it's stupid, you know it's stupid. I sat through Troll 2 5 times. I sat through The Room 3 times. But I turned off Strange Wilderness. And I know I still have to do that. Go away! I still have to do things so bad it's good. Review on that. But anyway, so the story is two childhood friends who were fans of the original Anaconda. They used to make their own little movies when they were kids, and now they've grown up and they're kind of in their own little worlds. And on Jack Black's birthday, or Dog's birthday, they come back together and they decide they're going to remake Anaconda because Griff, that's Paul Rudd's character, says he has the rights to do so. So they do it. Yeah. So that's the premise. Yeah. But the film actually starts with Daniela Melchior and some other guy, and they're running from bad people, and there's a snake. I think. I don't know, but it's a pre-title sequence, which is not on this version, so just start talking about the other four people. Doug McAllister, that's Jack Black. Ronald Griffin is Paul Rudd. Kenny Trent is Steve Zahn. And Claire Simons, Tandwi Newton. No. So yeah, you see how Jack Black's life is going. He films wedding films. He has ideas that people to put stuff like a monster attacking people in their wedding videos. And meanwhile, Paul Rudd is an extra in a hospital show. And I'm going to call out this director, this casting guy, okay? This is bullshit. He gets fired. Because they're like, first he does it in an accent. I remember what the line was, but he does an accent. Then he does it slowly, but like, can you speed it up? So he does it. And it sounds like the way it could be said in a movie. Can we get someone else to get rid of this guy? Like, why? That last time was perfect. No, he gets fired because he has to, and everyone reunites for Doug's birthday, where they show a film that they made called The Quatch. I know that sounds sexual, but trust me, it's not. I do like how his wife's even like, "Are you sure the kids can watch this?" They're like, "Oh yeah, it's the version our school bleeped all of our swear words," and they're watching this. There's a bunch of they're saying F-bomb. Like, yeah, we were in our Scorsese phase. We had watched too many Scorsese movies. So a complaint I've heard is that I've heard a complaint that doesn't make sense when they say that they made that they watched Anaconda, that they remake Anaconda because they watched it when they were kids. Well, whoever said that, Cody Leach, he said in his review, and I'm like, he had a point. But then when you watch the movie and actually listen to the dialogue, I know it's hard to do. If you listen to the movie, they tell you they were in college when it came out. Which would make sense, because he's like, Jack Black was like 20 years old. Yeah. But they said they were in college when the movie came out and they went to see it. So, I'm just saying, listen a little bit, careful, people. More carefully. So, then one day, Griff shows up and says, "Hey, I got the rights to Anaconda. Let's make the movie." And so they start. I like how they start their budget, and it's like $2 million. And like, the bank can loan you $4,000 something. And they're like, we need to readjust the budget to $43,000 something. That we can do. I guess it's enough. They get a real snake, which like the original production, even used a real snake, CGI or an animatronic. And they want to use a real snake. Okay. And they're going to go out to the Amazon rainforest in Brazil. Yeah. And it's fine. Everything is fine. They're filming. That is until Griff freaks out. Yeah. He freaks out because the snake... But, by the way, this was in the trailer. And I've seen people's reviews where they're like, oh my god, I laughed so hard. And I'm like, but it was in the trailer. Did you not watch the trailer? Like, not like the extra trailers, the first trailer. By the way, speaking of trailer, alright, there was something spoiled in the TV spot. Yeah. Remember how I was... If you watch my Housemaid review, which you should have, I complained that the studios don't wait long enough before they put out TV spots with spoilers in them. And there was a TV spot for this movie put out. I don't even think it was... Was it after the movie came out? Maybe it was. That spoiled a cameo. And I went, why the fuck would you do that? And I know the answer is to make money. Because people see this character, this person, and want to go see it. I get it. And that's what it's all about. And that's why WWE has spoiled things. Like, oh, it's going to be the demon taking on Dominic. But why would you spoil that? There's no surprises anymore in anything because, you know, what was the other one? Mario. Super Mario, right? People thought they saw Star Fox. A week before the movie's coming out, hey, Star Fox is in the movie and he's being played by Glenn Powell. Why would you spoil that a week before the movie comes out? Oh, because they want to sell tickets. They want money. They say, oh, he's going to be in this movie? We're going to go see it now. Why wouldn't you just... And I know that Donkey Kong is in the first one, but he was known the whole time, right? And now... And again, the movie came out last week, and I'm already seeing spoilers to the post-credit scene. Yeah. And I'm just like, can we stop? And people just say, oh, just stay off social media. No, it's not my fault that you decided to put out a spoiler. It's your fault because you put the video out. Not my fault for just going on social media and it being right there on your page because you put it there. Stop trying to blame the people who are just going on social media. We're not seeking out these spoilers. We just go on there, and it's the first thing that pops up. That's not our fault. That's your fault for posting spoilers too soon. And especially, and I complain about this a lot, I don't have a movie theater. So I have to wait for a few months before I can get a digital version, in some cases on a streaming service, or even now, physical copies. I have to wait. I am hating that we're getting closer and closer to Avengers Doomsday, and everything's going to be fucking spoiled because people don't know how to be nice about the situation. Don't know how to just keep their fucking mouths shut. The first thing I'm going to do is go on social media one day and be like, oh my god, these people were in there. And then I complain about it, and they blame me for going on social media. No, your fault for posting it, not my fault for just going on my social media. I'm not seeking out your content. I'm just clicking on an app on a phone, and that's the first thing that pops up. Not my fault, your fault. Don't post spoilers. Rant over. So, like I said, they have a snake, a real snake. It gets too close to Griff, and they're doing a scene, Doug just won't stop shooting the scene. He wants it closer and closer. And as any rational human would do, Griff freaks out, throws the snake in the water. It gets caught up in the propeller of the ship, of the boat they're on, and gets... So the snake is dead. They had no snake. But they're gonna fight another one. They're gonna go out in the jungle. They're gonna fight another one. Right? Meanwhile, we meet Anna, who was played by Daniela Melchior, like I mentioned earlier, and strange character that shows up in the middle of the movie, has a weird accent, and is very shady. It's kind of shady. Could this be our John Voight of the movie? The answer is yes. Yeah, I figured just twist out right away. I'm like, Huh. She shows up partway through the movie. Mysterious person with an accent. All he needed was a red shirt, and it's bullseye right on there. And and she needed to call everyone Baby Bird. Hey, Baby Bird. Yeah. She's being chased by people who she says are gold diggers. People, gold thieves or something. I don't know what you call it. Gold miner. There we go. Yeah, Griff. I guess they meet her before Gillis thing. That was after. I don't know. So Griff and Santiago, the snake handler, go into the jungle to find a replacement. But Santiago was attacked by a massive anaconda. So they found one. Doug, feeling inspiration, decides to add Anna as a character, and then just sort of ignores Griff and the other lady. By the way, Griff and Claire are dressed for some reason like Alan Grant and Ellie Sattler from Jurassic Park. Exactly. I don't know why. He's even got the bandana and the hat. And I don't know why they're dressed like that. Yeah. But while they're shooting, we get the first twist of the film. Another boat comes across, and they're a film crew from Sony who are shooting a reboot of Anaconda. Which means Griff lied, which is painfully obvious when he starts. Because the first thing he says, I have the rights to Anaconda. And I went, no you don't. The way he said it, I have the rights to Anaconda. No you don't. Because if we don't see him get them, didn't happen. He goes from looking at the poster after he gets fired to all of a sudden he has the rights. No, he doesn't. Well, the brain could see that, but yeah. So now they get pissed, and Griff takes off. There's only other crew. When he gets there, the Anaconda has killed almost everyone. Many of the cast and crew, set is in ruins. Yeah. But meanwhile, the twist that everyone knew was going to happen happens. Anna is revealed to be the illegal gold miner on the run from the cops. She's a bad guy. Oh no. It's okay. She gets eaten by the snake anyway. Pretty much right after she reveals that she's bad guy. Well, she reveals she's a bad guy. The police officer shows up to arrest her. Then Griff, not knowing what's going on, shoots the officer in the leg. And it kills the officer and holds him at gunpoint, and that's when the Anaconda eats her and drags her underwater. To pay homage to John Voight, they should have had her get spit up like he did. But remember, after John Voight dies, that's towards the end of the movie. We still got one movie to go, people. Yeah. They try to leave, but Doug gets swallowed whole by the Anaconda, and he gets spat out. And they think he's dead. So, and this was in the trailer too. They use him as bait to distract the snake. They think he's dead, and they put a boar on his head. But he's alive, and so is the boar, apparently. And they're running from him. They make it back to the right film set, and this is where we get the cameo. Ice Cube. Now, before anyone says, well, you're spoiling the movie, I put spoilers, big letters, on my review so you know there's spoilers. If you don't want to get spoiled, then watch my video. That's what I say. So if you watch my video knowing there's spoilers, then it is your fault. Okay, it is the viewer's fault. So, yeah, Ice Cube is there. Because apparently it's a spiritual sequel. It's a sequel. It's a requel of sorts. Continuation of the first story. And apparently both J-Lo and Eric Stoltz are there. But J-Lo's going to be fine because she's in it from the block. But not so sure about Eric Stoltz. He's not from the block. They all take a selfie with him, to which Ice Cube says not to post it. So you know that's what the joke's gonna be. That's what the punchline's gonna be. You know that's what's gonna be. They're trying to use the pyrotechnics to kill it. That doesn't work. So Griff shoots propane tanks with a flare gun and blow up the Anaconda's body. And Doug finishes it off with a blow to the head. And then it cuts to, now their finished film. And I would like to know, I never understand when they do this. When it cuts to the footage of the film that we are watching, and now cuts to it's their film. That never makes any sense. Because they couldn't have finished it. How did they finish it? No one was filming that part. But they're not allowed to distribute it because Sony sends a cease and desist letter. There's they have a whole thing where they're talking about the film. They were able to show it, I guess. It's a private showing. A bunch of people. And, yeah. Yeah, and there's some word things. Sony sent them a cease and desist letter so they can't actually distribute the film. Griff relands a role in the TV series SWAT and marries Claire, and Doug shoots their video with an alien popping out of her stomach with the ring in a box. It's kind of cool. And then we get cameo in number 2. As Doug gets a knock on his door, and who should be there but J-Lo. This one had me, because I already knew about Ice Cube, because I told you they spoiled it with the fucking TV spots after the movie was released. Like, oh, because these studios think it's out, we can spoil everything. No, not everyone can see it on the first weekend. But no, I was like, oh, because I did not expect Jennifer Lopez to actually show up in this. Are you kidding me? She's there. And she said, hey, I saw your movie and I thought it was pretty good. I want you to actually direct a legal version of the movie. But my question is, why doesn't Sony just buy that movie and distribute it as the remake if they thought it was so good? Right? They want him to direct it. He directed an Anaconda movie. It's right there. Pardon me. I wish it would go away. Yeah. Like I said, if they like their movie so much, why not use that one as the official film? Huh? Well, you have to make a whole new one. He agrees to do it. So yeah. And then in a post-credit scene, it's revealed that mid-credit scene, revealed that Santiago is alive. Good for him. I do like how it doesn't actually set up. They could continue by making the actual film. Remake J-Lo, Ice Cube, Eric Stoltz if you want. Hell, what I would like, bring them back, do this, and then at the premiere, Jon Voight shows up. I know his character's dead, but Jon Voight can show up. Hey, I was invited to the premiere. I do like when Ice Cube shows up, like, Ice Cube was like, who are you expecting? Jon Voight? That would be cool. He just shows up. Hey, you make a snake movie? Huh, baby bird? Yes, he has to be in character as Paul Cerrone. I will not accept regular Jon Voight. He has to be in character. Hey, baby bird. You know what? They should have cast Krista Elia as the reboot bad guy. Hey, baby bird. I'm not baby bird. You know, baby bird. No, I know we can say baby bird, but anyway, yeah, I liked it. I'll give it a low, pretty good. I liked it. I don't get a hate. This is another one. We're everyone hated on this. I don't get it. I thought it was funny. I laughed a few times. I liked it. The original, I still think the original is better, of course. No one beats John Voight. Yeah. Hey, Billy Burton. Sure, some. Yeah. But yeah, so, what are your thoughts on Anaconda? And by the way, yes. Oh, I forgot the joke. Because, like, at the beginning, Doug hears the song from Dawson Creek. I don't want to wait for our lives to be over. He hears it. So at the end, when the movie plays, at the end after they defeat the snake, the song plays again as they're walking away. And that's revealed to be the end of their movie. And I'm like, okay. Sure. And then what she get? My anaconda don't. My anaconda don't. I'm like, we had to have that song in here. It's the actual Sir Mix-a-Lot version, not Nicki Minaj or whoever did it. But yeah, I liked it. So what are your thoughts? Excuse me. An Anaconda. You want to comment so much, like, share, subscribe. Thank you for watching. I'm Scotty, and I'll see you in the next one.